Hello friends and welcome again to another AFK journey video. So we are doing good amount of damage on Cyclops. I always say Cyclops, but it's Cyclops. There's some certain teams that are working. I saw the best team and I will show it to you. Actually, somebody is doing massive damages with that team, and it's pretty awesome. But this team that I will be showing you right now works for free to play and for the players who build Cecilia, because she shines massively here because of the AoE damage and the defense penetration that we do. Now there's some stuff that are happening with this boss that I can't explain or understand what's going on, but I'll be talking about them and showing you. This is the lineup that got me to the 80%. So we defeated the boss at 80%, I think. Yes, 80% of the boss, 2.8 million or billion. Which is awesome actually, which will give you the chest at 80% if you're lacking that. And I can't open the chest right now because I don't have the most levels, but I have the power, which is really bad actually. I should have played from the start of the season grinding, but I didn't, which is my bad, so don't do that. So I'm playing the Quick Blade spell. It increases the defense, the physical damage dealt to the boss. Also, Coco is physical damage. So if you go and read them, you can click on their characters and they will tell you physical or magical, which is good. Now Coco is not the best damage dealer. If you have her at Mythic Plus, your team is absolutely fine. You're dealing a good amount of sustainability. Even after her buff goes away and her defensive buff, the shield will protect you from the burst of your health because you're gonna take it as true damage. Now, this is also a little bit of RNG. It's depending on the timing. When the Coco buff gets removed, everybody goes low on HP, especially Kruger if he's tanking. Now, if he's lucky and get the burst heal from our Smokey, then he will sustain more, or if he does more attacks or more ultimate, he will life leech out of the boss, and sometimes he might die, so you might not have the best run. Other than that, this positioning for this lineup is giving me the most damage. Anything that I use on this lineup and change the position of any character, it will trigger some kind of sequence that is not followed up by the boss. Now this boss, for some reason, I'm using Coco in this position. She will give me the shields at the time, and sometimes his full energy bar is up and he doesn't do his ultimate. I still didn't understand it. I tried to read all of his skills, it doesn't show anything related to that. The other lineup that I was playing Coco instead of Cecilia in this position when I wanted the defensive buffs, and I was playing the Enlightening spell so she can cast her ultimate faster and keep us surviving. And trust me till I tell you this, until the end of the battle, the last 20 seconds, the boss never triggers any type of ultimates. And I will show you the run like that. With this setup, with the Enlightening spell, I don't know why, but so for some reason, the boss does not do the ultimate, and it's pretty much annoying because you play it here with the Enlightening spell because I want it to be on the same time protecting my lineup so I can deal the damages that I need. So let's go and play the first lineup like this and show you the highest damages. Everybody wants the best lineup. So this is the best lineup that came up with me, and yeah, there's a little bit of RNG, of timing and mistiming with the Kruger ultimate or the Smokey ultimate after the Coco buff gets removed, so you don't wipe immediately. Here we cleared the mobs immediately. I think because clearing the mobs really fast, this is why the boss triggers the ultimate, or maybe because we did them faster on that run, this is why he didn't trigger it. I still don't understand why the boss is not triggering his ultimate immediately after he gets the full energy bar. So here we go, again we're dealing good amount of damage. Hopefully Coco will accumulate energy so she can cast her ultimate before the boss casts his ultimate and wipe us out, because okay, so he drops his minion, Coco will give us the buff, and now if he drops the ultimate, we'll be happy, we'll be surviving. And of course, we're still dealing damage here. As you see, Kruger will fall down on HP a lot more, and he didn't take an auto attack, he gained full HP. This is the RNG that I was talking about, and you want to evade because you don't want to get one shot by the boss by the auto attack of the boss. Now Coco gave us the buffs and it's fading away. Hopefully she can accumulate before the boss does his laser, and he didn't, but we got at the 80% again. So as you see, this lineup is stable to get you the 80% always, which is really good if you're at my levels on your heroes and you're not dealing the most amount of damage. And look at this, Cecilia is dealing damage the same as OD. Why is that? Because we're killing ads with Cecilia, plus dealing consistent damage to the boss. So the poison at some certain frames of time stops sticking on the boss when he goes invulnerable when he drops the ads. So it give us the time to stay on the same amount of damage that OD is doing. Other than that, Odie is doing good amount of damage. There's Kruger putting the debuff on the boss, also getting the buffs of Coco. Now everybody is benefiting from that, but the debuff from Kruger is given to Cecilia the most. She's benefiting from it because she's a physical damage user. So also Kruger is dealing good amount of damage. If he's built more, you're gonna deal more damage on him, which is absolutely fantastic. And if you get the levels, you're gonna deal more damages. Now I'll show you that rolling run, the run that I didn't understand why it's happening like that. So we were using Coco in this position, and I used the enlightening spell on her. And for some reason, twice or 3 times I use it. I don't know if it will work in this video. The boss never cast the ultimate unless it's the end of the fight, and I don't have the buff of Coco, and he wipes me out. So let's go and check it out, and hopefully it will show here. So here we go. Coco is accumulating energy super fast, which is really good. I think the boss casts his ultimate when our lineup drops on HP on certain level, but I don't think so. I don't know what's going on. So we cleared the mobs really quickly, and the boss will get on full energy. And here I'm like, okay, I mistime it, so I don't need to play the enlightening spell. But the boss never ultimates. He keeps attacking. He drops the minions. We kill the minions. We continue attacking. The boss is not dealing the ultimate. Again, I don't know what's wrong with this. Maybe the coding for the enlightening spell on Coco in this position is doing something for the boss that you're safe. If you play this lineup with the enlightening spell on Coco on the side, you're safe. The boss will never trigger the ultimate from the start of the battle. I don't know what's going on. And here you go. In the 20 seconds, he did his ultimate. We took amount of damage. It didn't kill us because it was the end of the Coco taking dealing the damage. Now Mr. Kruger or Mr. Carlisle is tanking, and we take the laser, and here it will wipe us. Still almost the same as the 80%, but it's 75%, which is really good. But this is how to delay the boss ultimate. I still didn't understand why. If somebody knows why, please let me know. And as you see, also Odie dealing the most amount of damage. Cecilia damage a little bit dropped, just a little bit, because we're not using the spell or the artifact that give us physical damage more. Now somebody told me, try with your highest damage team the same lineup, but try the evocation spell. It's working perfectly on your lineups or on the boss's runs. So we're gonna try it and check, does this push our damages even more? Now I know that Smokey deals magical damage and Odie deals magical damage, but here we have 3 other physical damage dealers, but the main one is Cecilia and Mr. Carlisle. So it means it's 2 units in one. So let's go and check. First of all, we're gonna get shields. The first buff from the here we go, we get the shields. You see the green shields over them. Then we get the buff in attack, the buff in defense, I think, and the buff in haste at the end. I forgot all the buffs, but I know that there's an attack, there's a shield, and we have a haste attack, which is really good. Here's the bear one, which will keep us surviving even more. And then we get the lion one. I think the last one is the lion one. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So they probably, many told me that the last one with the haste will give you the most amount of damage, or the most amount of burst damage, because you're gonna be full auto attacking so fast. So we don't know if this will happen. So let me check. Could we break the 80 million or the 80%? We go to 81% maybe. Then it will be the best in slot for this lineup. And here Kruger, in the mistiming, we got him to tank, and his HP fell below a little bit, and then he died. This is what I was talking. If you're lucky to get Kruger dealing the damage, or if you're unlucky, the same amount of the same damages. Maybe with different runs, if we were lucky, we're gonna deal even more damages. So this was the lineup. These are the damages that are happening. Still, Cecilia is dealing relatively close numbers to Odie. And yeah, that was it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.